Hi guys, back here today, Monday tips and tricks with Valerie, Tony, and myself. Really excited to be here. Today we have actually a simple one, but I feel like it might lead into a bigger conversation here. But we wanted to talk about how do you in these modern days, how do you guys actually create your appointments? So I don't know about you, Valerie, but in the past, you would someone would send you an email saying, "Hey, what time can you meet?" And then you would send an email back, and then they were like, "We can't do this time. What about this time?" And you did phone tag, right? Just email tag or phone
Yeah, it
email.
became a bit of a chore, isn't it? Reconciling the calendars.
Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, there's so many solutions for this at the moment, which I think is so super cool. And a lot of people here in New Zealand, in the local industry, were really surprised when I shared, people would go and say, "Pauline, I want to catch up with you." And my answer is "Yeah, sure. Look at my calendar link and off you go," right? And they're like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Well, you can look at my availability and then book yourself in. It's a one-way conversation, right? Before people book in. What do you use, Valerie?
Yeah, so I'm using Calendly, so I'm finding it quite easy, and also there's a free solution if you've got only one type of meeting. So I like that, and also it seems quite reliable, and I like how it's set up, and it does integrate with a lot of different calendars because I'm on Mac, as you know, and then of course I've
Why
got
would you?
Office 336. I like it because I'm different. No. Yeah, so Office 365, so it's talking to my iCalendar, it's talking to my Office 365, it comes to my phone. I love it, all about it. But I'm sure there are other solutions as well. I do find, originally I found it's kind of very, not so personable when you say just here's the link, off you go. But after doing, if you, as I said, calendars, can you do this? No, I can't do this. I can do this. No, I can't do this. After you've done that dance a few times with somebody, you're thinking, well, actually, no, we have to cut through all of this and just share those links, and off we go. So much more efficient and, enjoyable as well to work with.
What about you, Tony? Do you use a Calendly link?
We do. I use Bookings, which is a Microsoft one, bookings.com, which goes directly to your Microsoft calendar. Since we're
so integrates with Office 365.
It integrates with the whole 9 yards. So there's a bit of a way to go, and it integrates into mobile as well. So you can definitely send the link out to people, and they can book it in, as you say. What do I mean? I can schedule a meeting here. What do I do? Can you tell me when it is? So it is very, very handy. But there's others that are certainly out there, like Calendly, Simply Book Me, You Can Book.me, and I guess there's others that are actually built into CRMs as well, like the HubSpot meetings tool.
Yeah, so I use and integrate it to a CRM. Because what I love about it is what I used to use Calendly, and then someone would send me an invite or book it with me, and Calendly would send me an invite with the email address, and then that's where it's set in my email inbox. While now with my CRM, everyone who sends an email or books in goes automatically into my CRM, which I can then, it's a one place where I have all my contacts stored. I can create campaigns to them, right? I can manage the relationship, which is nice and easy, and it captures the data for me, which means I am not missing out on an email address or a phone number or anything.
Does it work with new clients? Like, say for example, the person actually not in your CRM yet, and it's a completely new client. Does it pick up all the data, or the client needs to be already in there and then it recognizes?
No, it picks up all the data.
That's cool.
And if the client if the client books more than once, then you have, then it just goes, "Oh, yep, I've got already the data," and doesn't duplicate it, which is awesome.
And it's got and you can check their history when you've.
So let's just explain again CRM. What is it, and what does it do, guys? You too?
I think the two of us have a different understanding of what it does, but it's a customer relations management tool. Tony, what does your customer relation management tool do?
Well, I wouldn't. What we use is about operations. So I wouldn't call we're managing our existing customer relationships by a tool that we use in the IT world, which is looking after tickets and support and operational side. So we're communicating with our clients by using that relationship management tool. It is very good at that. Some of the other businesses that we have in the shared space and stuff like that is looking after leads generation tool, marketing campaigns, and then going through the whole process of looking after them from a service perspective like that. So we're looking at it from two different angles: is lead generation tool, client relationship management tool. Can they be integrated? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so
and they should be.
I think that's like when you're looking at what CRM to use, it really depends on what are you looking for. So Tony uses this, like CRM is really meant to be a sales tool to managing your leads and your clients from a perspective of I want to sell them something, right? And then I'm going to invoice it for them. You guys use it also as a ticketing system of lodging tickets as they come up, right?
Well, yeah, because I guess we're using it as for exactly what it stands for. We're managing our customer relationships and making sure that we're providing the service. We don't use it to get more clients and use it as a marketing or lead generation tool because they're not our clients yet. So we're looking at that as in a different way.
So normally,
sorry,
you go, Valerie.
Yeah, I was going to say that CRM, and from what I understand, just working with different businesses, every industry will actually have slightly different CRM because it might be product sales, or it might be services, or maybe it's something completely intangible, or maybe it's a marketing company that needs to do something else. So really depending on industry, and that's why there are so many CRMs out there, and a lot of them, especially for the bigger businesses, they actually need to be customized, and they really need to be just really adjusted to how the company wants it.
Totally. We are here on the fly, not sure what Tony's up to, but I'm sure he'll join us back again shortly. But when it comes to CRM, I think Tony is right. Like, it depends on what you're using it for. I would say CRM client management is also for your leads generation. So if you're picking a CRM, make sure that it does not just the lead generation, but from lead generation all the way to the end. So I use a tool called Keep, which is focused mainly on CRM. Tony, we can't see you, but we can hear you type, so I'm sure you're back with us.
No, sorry about that. Just to prove that we're live, we had a courier delivery at my front door.
No, very cool. Like you do. So what Keep does, this is the tool I choose, is it funnels all your contacts, right? So it's like you're keeping your contacts. It funnels it and can spread it into, like, is it a new lead? Is it a prospect? Or is it like a hot lead? Like, it splits it into 3 different ones.
So is it a cloud solution as well? Is it
a cloud solution? Yes.
Yeah.
And then you go and shift them over to where are your existing client, and you can do everything from like basic project management of the things you're delivering for them, all the way to you can actually invoice out of the system as well. So it's meant to be a full-on solution.
Is it expensive? How do you pay for it? Is it per user or per how many customers you have? What's the system?
It's a mix. So yeah, as CRMs are always based on how many users you need and how many customers you have.
Okay.
Right? So yeah, it really depends on how many customers you're managing.
Right. I think, and you could probably ask, 10 different businesses what they're using, you get potentially 10 different answers.
I agree. Yeah, it's a variety of solutions out there, but you really need one and want one just for people out there, because you've got to know who is your customer, their phone numbers, their email addresses. Otherwise, you're just in the dark,
Well, I would even take it in a step further, because you can manage all of that through your Outlook or whatever. The reason why you need a CRM is because these days data is king. If you have a business, and it doesn't matter if you're a hospital or a butcher or an IT person or an accountant, if you have a business and you want to sell it later on, the thing which is really valuable is your database.
Absolutely.
So if you don't have a database, you will find that people are struggling to find value or in your goodwill. So your goodwill used to be, you know, your brand. Goodwill now is really built on the database you have.
I think from that to what a CRM is good at doing is automating and systemizing and processing. So one of the key multipliers for business value is your systems and processes. So you got a database. How do you do it? What do you do with it? Does it? How many people, actual physical people and human beings, does it need to manage it? With CRM and the right automation, it can all be done for you. And as we know, average 14 touch points before to get even close a sale or even to get an appointment. If that can all be automated through lead campaigns and generation tools like CRMs, save time doing other things.
And it's just like going back to the initial, like, you know, have a booking system to make your appointments. Like, if you have a CRM or a more extended booking system, you can automate emails, right? You can go and say, thank you for booking the appointment. Here's the details. Then you can send a 1-day reminder, an hour before reminder, right? For people so that they do understand, oh yeah, I have a booking coming up, which will also reduce the amount of people who do not show up to your appointment.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So, yeah. Anyway, I think we've been blabbing on. Guys, if you are listening to this, comment below. If you have any questions around any systems, feel free to send us a message. Our IT guy, Tony, and I are happy to have the debate with you.
Don't ask me those questions because I don't know.
Either way, systems and processes and looking after
Yeah.
three key takeaways right there.
Yes. Awesome. We will see you guys next Monday.
Have a good day.